Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Our topic for this week is present moment awareness. Have you noticed that sometimes we are stuck in the past, replaying in our minds over and over again things that happened before, whether they were pleasant or not, but just not being in the present? Or we're too much in the future, thinking about what's going to happen next. We could be thinking about the weekend when it's only Monday, or thinking about our next holiday, what we're going to do in 2 years or 5 or 10, that we get so lost and the present moment escapes us. And this can happen for a day, a week, a month. We could even find that we were not present for most of the year because we were either stuck in the past or in the future. And today I want to help you to become more present, because life is what is happening in the now. Life is what unfolds from moment to moment, and when we are not here, we actually miss the opportunity of experiencing real life. And to do that, we're going to discuss a few tools and tips that can help you to start living your life in the now. Let's get started. The first thing is having your attention on your breath. The breath is something that can instantly take you into the present moment. Just have your awareness on your breathing. Follow it as it's going in. See how your stomach expands, and when you exhale, how it contracts. Just having your attention on your breath. It detaches you from the future and from the past and brings you right into the moment. And when you're doing that, then you actually notice what's happening around you, because now you are present. So allow yourself to breathe. And not only does the breath help you to come into the present moment, it also helps you to understand the emotions that are going through you. Because when you experience something unpleasant, such as anger or stress or tension, you either stop breathing entirely or your breaths are really shallow. And if you're aware of how you're breathing, then you can change that and allow yourself to start breathing again, or to take longer inhalations again. So just breathe. That's all you need to do to be present. Be aware of your breath. The second thing you can do is to be mindful, meaning put your fullest attention on what you're doing right now. Many of us want to do many things at the same time, multitasking as we say. We live in such a culture that celebrates multitasking, especially for women. They say, oh, we're multitaskers, and that somehow makes us feel good. But it's not healthy for us, because the more you multitask, the less mindful you are. And wisdom traditions always say that to be spiritual is to actually be present, meaning to have your fullest attention on what you're doing right now. And so if you want to be more present, allow yourself to be here in the task you have in front of you right now. Stop trying to multitask. Don't have a conversation with your child while you're texting and cooking at the same time, because one of those things is going to suffer. Actually, it means you have your attention nowhere in particular, you're not there. So I advise you to divide up your day into different sections and give your fullest attention to each particular section. For example, work time. And when you're working, fully work. And then you have your relationship time, whether with your family and friends, spouse, or whoever you connect with. Fully be there, having conversations with them, talking to them, understanding what they're saying, listening and laughing, and really being in the moment. Recreation time, where you're playing. Give your fullest attention to that. And maybe you have your creativity time, where you're creating something, allowing your imagination to go wild, and either you're making some art or whatever you do to be creative. Really give your time, your fullest attention to that. And you know what you enjoy doing, so you can divide up your day into as many sections as you want. But the idea is that when it's time for something, be fully present aware at that time. Don't try to do many things at the same time. That way your relationships don't suffer, where someone is saying, are you really hearing me? Could you stop texting while I'm talking to you? Can you see me? All of those things can be solved just by being mindful. And you can also schedule your chat time. You know, you can say every day for an hour or an hour and a half, at this particular time, this is when I go online and I check my Facebook and I Instagram and I chat to people on Skype and WhatsApp and WeChat and all the many different social media networks we have. You could schedule a time for that. And when you do it, don't work. Really chat and be present in the chat. So these are the ways in which we can come back to being present. I hope that they help you at least for the next days, and little by little you could start practicing being more present. And don't worry so much if in the beginning it seems tough because you've been doing things differently for a long time. You just need to allow yourself to practice every day. And don't feel guilty if you don't make it. Just try again. Forgive yourself and come back to being present and keep going. The more you practice, the more present and mindful you will become. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead of you. Try to be as present as you can and tell me how that's working for you. Look out for our guided meditation that I'm going to put up to help us to be more mindful, and go through it with us. Don't meditate alone. Tell your friends, everyone that you know, so that we can all start to be more present and actually enjoy life as it happens now. Thank you. Namaste. Bye, everybody.